But I do feel like doing space stuff. 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 So, we'll do space stuff. That was a weird loop. Apologize for that. Okay. So this time we're going to attempt to, well, almost guaranteed this time to do like a moon flyby. But I maxed out 30 parts, didn't I? That's why we haven't attempted that. Because we need cash. What is this rocket? 4,000? I mean, this... hypothetically, this should be enough to get us to the moon. Like... doing some math real quick. Yeah, I mean, hypothetically this should. Okay. What problems were we having last time? I'm trying to remember. This stability, right? That was what was really screwing us over. It's because this has really crappy SAS. It has just the wheels up here, and those aren't very good, I don't think. Okay. 5. Produces 5 units of torque. Of course, by the time yeah, I still feel like we could put these up higher and it would do a little better. Here's the center. This little blue ball is the center of lift, and this big yellow ball is the center of mass. And then, of course, this purple is the direction of all the thrust. And ideally, I mean, honestly, you just want it all lined up on a rocket. On a plane, you would want this lift to stay here, just below the center of mass, because then that will allow you to be a little stable, or just in front as well, but not by much. You want it to look like this the entire way. So the last time we launched with it that high, it was super funky. Is it not perfectly straight? No, it's perfectly straight. Let's risk it with this. The only other thing I can really think of is maybe flopping this out, taking one of these stages, putting this gimbaled engine. It'll give us a little more control. 167 worth thrust. This is way more thrust. Way more useful. Just what we have now. Once we can get better fuel tanks to store a little more fuel for less part cost, then it'd be better. But we need science for that, and to increase the max parts we need money. And the only way we're going to do that is if we launch something. So we got to launch something. So let's hope this one works. Also, yeah, that's right. I moved the tank, so hopefully it'll be a little less top heavy. I forgot to fix the fuel amount on the two boosters, so let's do that real quick. Make sure this is full. Make sure that's full, both are full. Okay. What's this look like? No, it's just a ring. Okay. Okay, I believe in this project a little more. It is heavier than 18 tons. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not good. Let's drop a little bit of weight off of this main stage. Okay. Let's add. Alright, cool. Are these all full? All full, okay. And this bottom. Okay. Actually, we still have 7 parts. It's just the weight that's the problem. Let's just launch this. I think this will be fine. Let's just get this into the air and into space. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, it's a little more even on that launch because both these tanks weigh the same, so much better. That's about halfway. Again, our gravity turn. Definitely doesn't like that. Probably gonna flip on us now. So we'll just do a quick flip. Alright. Please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, about 45 for this stage. We'll wait till we are really getting slow and then we'll try to bust through. At this point, we're just going to burn and hope that we can punch through. It's looking real iffy. So we'll see. We'll see if we make it. Why isn't... Oh, okay. I know what we have to do. On the next iteration of this, we have to put a special part so I can get some decent statistical information. I forgot to put the mod that just automatically adds Kerbal Engineer to every pod, so I have to now specifically build Kerbal Engineer into all of the pods, which is fine. I guess it's a little more, slightly more realistic, you know. Gotta have room for the computer. Okay, we're not getting high enough fast enough, so I'm gonna just adjust this to about 45 degrees now. That should pop this apoapsy a little higher, a little quicker. That's right, I still don't have solar panels or any way to reduce electrical charge, so I have to really be quick about everything. Checklist real quick. And did we... Okay. So let's start grabbing these now. Okay, I already have that. Perfect. Okay. That's my... Okay, so we've made it to space. We're in a suborbital trajectory. And let's reset this, and then observe this. This should give us the data we need. Yep, perfect. There's the data. And then we will view. Okay, we'll hold on to that. Honestly, this data is more important. We'll take that. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, okay, I understand now. These are the places that we have to go and do that science experiment that I thought that I wouldn't be able to get. So now that I know that... Oh, wait, there's 3 spots? Well, now that I know that information, we could probably work on getting that. That's just an inkling. So that's like a really strong inclination though, so... And... almost in an orbit. I'm gonna just reburn when I get to the apoapsis here. There we go, that's a full orbit. 1, 2, cool, perfect. And now we will use Earth's atmosphere, or Kerbin's atmosphere, to slow us down on this next orbit. And that should hopefully drop us right here, nice and close to the Space Center. But again, I'm always pretty bad at predicting where I'm going to land, so... There, now we're at the thinnest part. This should start to move slightly as we go through. We might have to do 2 passes. That might actually happen to us. But here we are going through the thicker... got a lot of fuel left. This is just going to be to kind of slow us down last second once we get into like the real thicker part right here. So we're not like flying through the dense atmosphere at 24 meters per second, you know, and exploding. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to do a second pass. Try to maintain as much electrical charge as we can as we go through this little section. And back in space. If we slow down time, we can see how wild it looks in here. Some of the mods I have, the modded parts, do actually let you control the vehicle like 100% from inside the cockpit, so that'll be interesting. I'll do part of the mission like first person and part of the mission like this, but for the most part there's just some things that I can't do without like a lot of mods in first person. So which one is this? Checklist. There we go. So we did actually complete a contract. Oh, yep, that's right. We were supposed to lug the this engine into space, which we did very successfully. So we'll do another pass, let the atmosphere slowly slow us down. How much was 40k? It's not bad. With that 40k, we could probably use to expand the launch pad so we can get a heavier rocket, and then use that heavier rocket to take our basic technology and slingshot ourselves around the mun real quick for that really good science gains. Okay, we're gonna have to flip this back on, put us in retrograde because the pod is heating up, and then pop that off. We shouldn't need that anymore. The forces of drag will maintain our angle. Or not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Okay. Let's look. We might have to do one more pass. If we do one more pass, we're definitely not making it to the Kerbal Space Center. So that's unfortunate. But then again, I did not I did not do like any sort of calculations for re-entry or anything like that. I just said, oh, this is a good spot, let's go. So beggars can't be choosers, you know. Yeah, so we're gonna end up doing one more pass. Unless this gets under 70 in the next few seconds here. which actually might happen. Okay, for sure that's going to happen, so let's slow us down here. Alright, that's good, and now we're going to dump that stage. Our heat shield will take the brunt. We're going to come in nice and slow. This is a pretty good approach speed. I like this. So we're in real no danger of overheating here, and our parachutes will be able to probably safely open, especially since we have these drag chutes here. So that's pretty good. I can probably increase these to about 35. 035 flight level for people who pay attention to that. So that's looking good. Yep, under 20 when we come through this section is great news, so. Sorry, it's loud. Just, so you can see, it's not that scary in here. It's much scarier on the outside. And there we go, we're clear. Deploy all the drags. Drag chute's good. And we're going to be landing in the water, which is pretty good. Good place to splash down, honestly. And there we go. Mission success. Let's hop out. Okay, I don't want that, but I can grab this. Take that down. Pop back in, and steal some extra science. Got to squeeze out every last little bit of science we possibly can, so we can get some better crap. Alright, so that mission got us 27.9 science data, so now we're at 65 science total, which is, I mean, it could be better, but that should get us some decent stuff. So this is 20 and this is 45, so we have exactly enough for this and one of these mini things. Does this have electricity? So this has batteries and 2 science return units, antenna, and this is a high gain. Okay, one of these things, here it is, Science Junior. Okay, so it's just the same thing. More Science Junior pods. Where did we unlock that originally? Is that just something you get? So is this an experiment? It is an experiment, yep. So it's the same thing as... Huh. I'll test it out. But I don't want to waste. So there's nothing in there. These have these better inline reaction wheels, so I'll have a little more control over stuff. This is for the robotics parts. Okay. This is for spaceplane stuff. So we'll get like jet engines, the jet cockpit, and then this is like some decouplers, the launch stabilizer, the crew cabin, and just like regular plain fuselage. Most importantly, it has the strut connectors, and old-time KSP players will know and understand that struts are the most important part. Literally, you can make any unstable crap the most stable thing when you put enough struts on it. Then again, we can get really fancy SRBs, bigger engine, bigger fuel tank. Kind of want to get the rocket fuel. What did I get from this? Bigger fuel tanks, bigger engine, really big SRBs. So I guess maybe we don't need this. Though this Terrier would be really nice. I do like the 909. I use it for almost all of my missions. Even later on, I'll use the 909 for a lot of things. I don't know. This is. I think we'll probably go and grab this just because I need batteries, and I really would like to have some Science Junior. That's just more science. Also gets this probe, so maybe we can launch some communication sats, etc. This contract's done. That's 40 grand. Is there a 400? How much? So this will up the weight. 50. Yeah, 50k is fine. We'll buy that. This I think is 22. That just ups the parts. And honestly, because we have new fuel tanks, the parts we have we could just deal without. But we definitely need having Kerbals getting off in space. We need these EVAs, so we'll buy that. And how much money we got? It's probably all we're gonna buy. Okay, so perform a mystery while in space in your Kerbin. Well, we're gonna do that definitely. That's an easy pick. We might do these relay satellites soon. Don't like these. What's their destination? I mean, if it's just suborbital and orbital, there's 2 of them. Okay. 5 years to send 2 rich people into space. I mean, that's doable. How much are they going to pay? 24? Plus bonuses, that's like 32 each person. It's not bad. That's pretty decent, actually. What is this one looking like? This is 19 per. Where do they want to go? They want to go and see Kerbin. I don't like that, because that just means. No, according to this, it's go to space. So, but this is more money. How much do we have right now? We have 4. Okay, let's take this. Let's take these guys to space. Why not, right? What's the worst that'll happen? Well, they blow up and die, but that's besides the point. I don't like doing these ones; they're boring. These are for the new fancy SRBs. These are testing. Okay, I like this one because it does not require me to have. Oh, it's so high though. Oh. I mean, realistically, what I could do is drag these heavy pieces up into orbit, and then launch them at the moon, and then we'll call it a day. We'll just let them crash into the moon, and then that's mission success on these parts. That's actually pretty funny. I like that idea. We're doing that because that makes me giggle on the inside. Because we can give one more. I'm probably going to be using these 215 anyways. At 30,000, will I use this? Yeah, I mean, this is probably when I'm going to use the part. The problem is maintaining this speed is going to be very annoying. Activate the part through the staging sequence. Okay, so I'm going to have to time it. Let's try it though, because that's how much. That was pretty decent payout. And I'm going to end up using this engine anyways. The Valiant is a pretty decent engine to use, so definitely the punch us out of the 30. So they gave us $8 grand to cover the cost of the engine, which is pretty good. whatever rocket I build will probably be under 8 grand anyways. And then we get 21 grand when we complete it. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. So that's all 7 contracts filled. And then so I'm gonna design a moon rocket. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. Less than. Okay, so let's redesign this rocket entirely. We could try to do something crazy and like space shuttle-y in the sense that we could put like the SRB like right here, and then like have this rocket go to the moon and then launch it at the moon, sort of like a separate missile or whatever, for reasons that the reason that it will be hilarious. We could just build just a regular moon mission. I think we should just build a moon mission. So we're gonna name this moon 1. There we go. And we can strip this. Was I smart? Did I buy a bigger pad? I did. So we can have a really heavy. We're gonna. Seriously, the only thing we're keeping is this engine and the command capsule. And we're redesigning everything else. And then we're also gonna throw on this little radial science junior. Holy crap, this thing is way big. What does this science return thing look like? How big is this? It's actually a pretty decent size. Can I shove this in there? So yeah, you can put like a probe on this and then drop the science back in. I like the idea of throwing this on here, because then I can drop the service pay. No, that's a lot of money just gone to waste, honestly. So we'll use those for a different style of mission. So now I can safely put this inside here. Flip this around. Hide this down in here, where it'll be nice and safe. Come on. Oh. I guess I'll just put this yeah, let's put the thermometer straight on to it. There we go. That actually works. Okay, then we'll put this flight computers from KOS. Yeah, we need this. There we go. Put that in there. Put this barometer in there. Beautiful. And then we can take the Science Junior kit. This thing is huge. Can I make this smaller? I can. Well, if that's the case, I maybe I should take this guy. There we go. I want it to look like this. There we go. One more. There, now we can shove him. And then let's grab this huge battery pack. This one used to just be like 4 AA's. They recently changed it a little bit. But the models used to be a little more comical. Actually, I think you still can just get a giant AA. I think that might be the larger pack that I'm confusing this with. Alright, so all the science mumble jumble shoved in there. I almost want one more of these guys. 100? It should be fine. Should be okay. Do we have... really don't have. I really need to get a bigger pod so I can drag a scientist up with me. That way I can reset these programs and do it twice. But this will be fine. So let's reconstruct this. Yeah, this looks much better. What's that? That's goofy. Oop. Okay, cool. So all of my sciencey stuff is hidden from the fires of re-entry. This has slightly less fuel than... Wait, this is 5 tons, this is 1, so I had 4 of these suckers, so we need 2 of these. Boom. So that is 2,000. Okay, so about 2,000. Beautiful. That was not smart to get the RCS. This is going to be a little uncontrollable. But it should be fine. It should be okay. It should be fine. Okay, so can we switch this engine to be what engines it did? So this is the mission engine. It's actually relatively efficient in vacuum. 50, 100. Okay, so it's not as good as this guy. Will that be enough? Where are you at? Did I move it? I must have moved that mod somewhere else. Maybe I didn't install it. That was dumb of me. I have a little cheat sheet map mod that usually tells you how much Delta V you need in places. If I recall correctly, from what I learned last night, the moon is like 11,000, or 1,100. So this should be enough to get to the moon and back if I can get into stable orbit first. So I think we'll hold on to that. Our dumb mission that we took was 31,000. Okay. Get this guy to 31,000, and then that will be the burn. So I'll probably burn. We'll probably burn about ton and a half. Excuse me, ton and a half. It should be. Wow, that's what a great number. 666 on this whole stage here. Perfect. That's exactly the number I want. It's all kinds of cool little. I like this guy. That's cool. Okay. And then for our initial stage to get us to 33. What's our park cam? What's our weight at? Not bad, we're only at 6 tons. It's not actually bad. This is a very light payload, so. What's our part? So we got 10 more parts. We got these new cool SRBs. Oh, this is tinier than I figured. They're gimbaled. That's pretty broken. Wow, max thrust at sea level, 119. That's some power for these tiny little guys. Oh, here's a 9 meter. Look at this guy. About 1,000, and then that pops us to there, so that should put us 2 seconds. Will that get us up there? Perhaps, maybe? Meters. Well, I mean, this is definitely the cheaper and lighter way to go about it. 8,000. Remember I said we were going to try to build that rocket under 8,000? So I think it was 8,000 and some change. So I think we're fine with this. I don't want to go any higher than that. All in all, total for one. I don't think this will make it to the moon. Yeah, it'll be just shy. Maybe if we can get a good enough, like, slingshot around Kerbin, we might be able to squeeze in the moon. But this is just shy, I think, of actually reaching. So we'll go over budget. We'll go over budget just a slight bit, just to really ensure that we complete the mission that I made up my head for. Okay, so that's not too expensive, but I don't... It looks weird, so... There we go. Actually, I want us to do this. That way, this explodes and they fall this way off of it. And I do want to bring this just a tad bit lower so they don't clip that. And then... Can I scale this up slightly? That's too high. Okay, so we're gonna go about that much beyond the budget. Stop. And there we go. And perfect, beautiful. Then what we should do, so it's not stupid, we actually line it up on the right axis there. Okay, this looks relatively good. I'm gonna just pray and hope that that we don't actually need okay. Control surfaces for this. I don't think we will. This is almost bare minimum of what we're gonna need to get, like, in the ballpark of the moon. I mean, it's probably gonna fall a little short. Unless I get a really, like, good launch, it's gonna be just short, I think. But it will definitely get us further into space than the other thing that we got. It will definitely guarantee us, 100% guarantee us an orbit, that's for sure. It just might be an uncontrollable mess, so let's see if it's an uncontrollable mess. This'll... Okie dokie. And this one. There we go. That's what I need. And 1, 2, 3, let's go. Oh, beautiful. Forgot to check my staging. Always check your staging, kids. It's the most important part of flying. So this needs to come here. This and this need to be in one. This and this in one. This is there, okay. Alright. Here we go, round 2. Where's... Look, there's the Mun. This is actually the perfect time to launch. This is pretty... We got pretty lucky there, huh? Alright, well, let me target it yet. Oh, these boosters ran out way quicker than I expected. But this booster is going to last for a bit, so... Kind of start my curve. So I'm going to try and get this down to 240, and hopefully we'll be within this region once we drop down to 240, but it's not looking like it. Yep, okay. Well, we failed this contract. That booster was just too much. I think realistically what we need to do is run is just build another rocket once we get better tanks. And just run a rocket all the way up. That way we can control our speed a little better. Oh, I just checked now. So this needs to be way higher. This is the time until I hit the highest point. So I'm going to try and boost the height of our orbit here while I still have time. Oof. Well, that's bad. Okay, so I know two things we need to go back to the drawing board for. I think we'll make this way more expensive and reconfigure a lot of things, I think. Yeah, we are now falling back to space. So that was completely failed. Let's reconfigure real quick. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dip these. We're gonna make this a hell of a lot bigger. Okay. That. This might actually be overkill. So we'll drop a ton here. So this, yeah, a little overkill. So what I'm going to do is drop half a ton. Drop half a ton. And look at that, we made it cheaper. Even though we have, like, you know, far more delta V than the previous iteration, this is actually a far cheaper, far more efficient way to get to where we need to go. Why are you being like this? There we go. Okay. And then... Alright. Wow, these things are expensive. Never mind. We don't need them. I'll save a buck. Why are these so expensive? These are crazy expensive. Okay. So this should actually go and get us a good little slingshot around the moon real fast. Almost guaranteed to make it to the moon. Alright. Their fancy new launch pad. Let's fix this real quick. Alright, 5, 4. A little wobbly, but it's okay. For whatever reason, the tanks are not equal. So that's not good. Okay, why did that launch with half tanks? Because I know I adjusted it back before I put those on. Yeah, why are you being that way? Fuel. We got the same amount of fuel. Yeah, okay. God. Bird flight. Let's fix the staging so I don't do that again. That's very bad staging. Why would you ever think that that's what I wanted to occur? I could definitely use a strut right at the bottom. Oh, okay. Think the game officially crashed. Nope, we're good. Alright. Wait, how'd you get there? Do I have two of them? No? Just the one. Awesome. Cool. Great job. I don't know how I missed that. Alright. Whatever. Oh, but while we're here, because now we can do EVAs in space, I can reset these. Let's grab this log. Thank you. And let's grab this log. Thank you. And then when we go into space, we'll grab those and reset them. Which means we can also do this. Report. Alright, already did that from Launchpad. Okay, cool. And 5, 4, 3. Alright, this time it's stable. Well, those fell back real quick, didn't they? Current apoapsy 31. Perfect. What's the target speed? Something like 240, right? 240. Perfect. Alright, so that passed with flying colors. Now we can burn all the way up. That's that stage spent. And I really have this inefficient rocket, so now I have to burn straight up to try and get this apoapsy up and out of the atmosphere. Because I had to slow down right around that 3,000 band is kind of why we lost a lot of energy to punch through. If I could have maintained that 5,500-ish meters per second while we were going through that 3,000, we would have had a way more efficient orbit. But for the sake of this experiment, we needed to go slow. So. It is what it is. Suborbital trajectory. That's so high for just to go into space. Though I guess I'll check to see how much this pays out, because if it pays out a lot, then maybe it'll be worth it. Because really we'll just put a probe, right? We won't even put any science or anything on it. We'll just make a launch vehicle, take this up, and use a probe. That'll be a lot cheaper. So this design could definitely get to the moon, but this launch more than likely probably won't get to the moon now, just because of how we had to slow down on our ascent. Appears I have lost control of the craft. Yeah, I've lost full control of the craft. That's not good. What's going on, game? So I gotta put her into retroburn, otherwise we'll lose the craft. So I'm just gonna keep doing this back and forth. Until I run out of fuel. I don't know why I lost control. I can't even like zoom in and out, and I can't pause. There we go. Yeah, it won't even let me pause, so I can't even like load in and out. Oh, and that froze too. Great. Neat. Good job. Thanks, game, for breaking. The mouse still works, but keyboard does not. I think hopefully there's a clickable stage button here somewhere. damn, I'm stuck in the crappy pod that doesn't fucking do what it needs to do. Well, can't even crash the game. Alt Control Delete and good night. So I guess that ends today. I was hoping to try and get to the freaking moon today. But oh well. We'll go tomorrow. Guaranteed, 100%. Keith promise that tomorrow we'll go to the moon. Love you all.